Hey guys, Super Godzilla Final Wars here, and I am back once again with another video. Today, I want to go back on a little topic that I discussed, well, not too long ago. That being, what if Jurassic World had a alternative ending? In an alternative ending, I basically somewhat discuss how the final battle really should have been for that movie. And it got me to think about the Jurassic World movies. I'm mostly looking at Jurassic World and Jurassic World Dominion. I'm not 100% sure on Fallen Kingdom, but I'm currently thinking about giving them, each and every single film, their own alternative ending. And I figured, why not give Jurassic World Dominion an alternative ending? But this is where I'm going to add a little extra ingredient to this particular film, let's just say. I'm going to give Jurassic World Dominion two alternative endings. The first one is going to be about what if the spinosaurus showed up to help Rexy. And the second one being, what if Buck and Doe showed up to save Rexy? For the first alternative ending, we're going to be discussing the spinosaurus alternative ending. So without further ado, let's begin. So, how will this alternative ending turn out? Well, we could kind of say the final battle still start off as similar. Rexy fights Zeb, and she gets overpowered. And that there's an Spinosaurus shows up and, well, kinda helps Rexy. I mean, I don't think it was trying to help her. If anything, it was just trying to fight the Giga for territory, I guess. There's like the popular fan theory that Zeb and the Therizinosaurus are like enemies or something like that. Which, that would be very interesting. So, the final battle will still start off as simple. The battle between Zeb and the Therizinosaurus will still start off as similar to the way it started in the original film. However, there's a little twist. Instead of Rexy waking up immediately because she remembers the past, she doesn't quite wake up immediately. This allows Zeb to kill the Therizinosaurus. In a pretty brutal freaking way, you can say. Rather, two ways that could happen. Rather, one, Zeb grabs the Therizinosaurus by the arm and rips its freaking head off and swallows it whole. Or two, Zeb just bites the Therizinosaurus, well, breaks the claws of the Therizinosaurus and kind of crushes the Therizinosaurus' neck with its jaws. Now, I know that Giganotosaurus' jaws are not that strong, but that doesn't mean he can't break anything. In the end, it doesn't turn out well for, well, the overgrown chicken. If anything, the overgrown chicken dies here in this battle. So there's no plot armor to save his life. After killing the Therizinosaurus, the Giga starts making its way towards Rexy, preparing to finish her off. Of course, our heroes notice this, and you can kind of say rather Alan Grant or Ellie Sattler look at the T-Rex and, well, despite knowing what she tried to do to them back in 1993, they decide to save her because, well, she saved them from the big one and the other raptor. So, most likely they rather fire a flare or do something to get the Giga's attention. And of course, this is where most likely probably the Spinosaurus comes in. You could say rather one, this is the same Spinosaurus from Jurassic Park 3 or a completely different Spinosaurus. Let's just say for the sake of this scenario, it's the same Spinosaurus, aka Asset 87. Asset 87 comes out of the forest and challenges Zeb into a fight. Now, a lot of people really wanted to see the Spinosaurus in Jurassic World Dominion, not only to fight the Giga, but to also somewhat kind of end the rivalry between him and the T-Rex, because him and the T-Rex have somewhat of a long-hated rivalry. And what better way to somewhat fix this rivalry is to have the two of them team up against a common enemy. Anyways, back on to the what if. Zeb and Assa-87 will begin their fight, with Zeb getting a few good hits on Assa-87 and Assa-87 getting a few good hits on Zeb. Assa-87 tries to do his iconic move, which is to break the neck of the Giga, the same way how he broke the neck of, well, the male Rex, aka the Bull Rex. But it's not working because Zeb shakes him off. Rexy slowly gets back up and sees the Spinosaurus help fighting the Giga. The Giga pins Assa-87 to the ground, and Assa-87 looks at Zeb. Within a way, you can kind of say that maybe Assa-87 kind of has a flashback of how the T-Rexes that he killed look at him when he pinned them to the ground. Now Assa-87 is understanding how they felt. But then a way you can kind of say that, well, Assa-87 is kind of somewhat getting a redemption arc for killing all those T-Rexes, because now he's understanding what the T-Rexes and all the other apex predators thought of him when he was going on a killing spree for no reason. Zeb looks down at Spinosaurus preparing to finish him off, and then Rexy pushes the Giga out of the way and saves Assa-87. The two rivals then begin their battle. Oh, and, well, Assa-87 gets up and sees the T-Rex saving his life. The battle continues with Assa-87 joining in. Him and Rexy look at each other and realize that they have a common enemy. Willing to put his apex killing past behind him, Assa-87 declares Zeb to be the final apex predator he's going to kill. And Rexy and him team up, and together they start demolishing the Giga. This is where the Giga actually truly does struggle. The battle is intense, and he does get a few good hits on each and every one of them. But in the end, with the help of Rexy, Assa-87 does his iconic move. Rexy kind of holds the Giga still, and Assa-87 breaks his neck, killing the Giga once and for all. With the Giga dead, Rexy and Assa-87 roar in victory. And after this, the two just kind of go their separate ways, and the rest of the movie plays out very similar to how the original does. This is the very most popular fan theory. Like, what if actually hadn't shown us how Rex scene? A lot of fans would actually declare it to be the end of the rivalry between the Giga and, well, not Giga, the Rex and Spino. And honestly, I do agree. This would have been a perfect way to end the rivalry. Just like how Godzilla vs. Kong somewhat put an end to the rivalry between Godzilla and Kong. Kind of look at it like this. Rexy's like rather Godzilla. Yeah, Rexy's basically Godzilla. Spinosaurus is basically Kong. The two put it into the rivalry, despite not really meeting each other. But in a way, this does mean the rivalry between T-Rex and Spino has ended. And, like I mentioned before, SA-7 declared Zeb to be the final apex predator he's going to kill, which basically means that's the last apex predator that he has killed. Honestly, this would have been a perfect ending, honestly. If I'm being honest with you, I would have preferred this ending more than the actual ending. And I even told my family that I much prefer the Spinosaurus being the one that helps Rexy to kill the Giga. But my dad said something that kind of made me realize something. And that was the ending where Rexy meets Buck and Doe, and he says, why weren't the other two T-Rexes there to help Rexy? Well, don't worry. Today I will go over that theory in another video. Oh yeah, one more thing before I end this video. This does not mean Rexy and ASTA-87 are mates. They are two completely different dinosaurs. So a lot of people are shipping them for some weird reason. Like, they're not even the same species, dude. Like, if Rexy's gonna get a mate, it'll probably be a member of her own kind. Like, this, seriously. I think I might have to do a dinosaurs reacting to ship videos or something like that. Or react to ships or something like that. And keep in mind, it's going to be my own little AU, but still a bit more realistic. So, yeah, this does not mean Rexy and ASTA-87 are mates. If anything, I think those two would get a mate of their own kind. Not within... No, yeah. But yeah. Let me know in the comments below, what do you think about this ending? Do you like it? Or do you prefer the original ending? Or do you prefer the ending that I'll discuss in another video? Anyways, hope you guys liked this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye-bye.